Hi, it's Ed with Free Circle. Hope you're having a good afternoon. We're going to discuss Sears, out of Business Insider. 142 stores are closing with liquidation sales starting immediately. So get your frenzy on shopping. And here's a complete list of closing stores. Sears is closing 142 Sears and Kmart stores with liquidation sales beginning immediately. Sears announced closing on Monday as the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Sears filed for bankruptcy on Monday and announced plans to close 142 stores before the end of the year, with liquidation sales beginning immediately. Sears has begun closing stores and selling off assets following years of crippling sales declines. The company now operates 687 Sears and Kmart stores, according to its bankruptcy filing. That's down from nearly 2,000 stores in 2013. And then it gives a list of closing stores. Goldsboro, North Carolina. Pineville, North Carolina. Terre Haute, Indiana. Westminster, Maryland. Lakewood, New York. Natick, Massachusetts. Minnetonka, Minnesota. Columbia, Minnesota. Columbia, Maryland. Bakersfield, California. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Gadsden, Alabama. Du Bois, Pennsylvania. Casper, Wyoming. Bowling Green, Kentucky. St. Norman, Oklahoma. Coronado, New Mexico. Okolona, Kentucky. Frisco, Texas. Clarksville, Tennessee. Harlingen, Texas. Montebello, California. Lancaster, that's Salem, Oregon. That's here locally, or close to it anyway. Niles, Ohio. Morgantown, West Virginia. Creatos, California. Washington Square, Oregon. There's a lot of stores closing here. A lot of people going to be out of jobs in a lot of these communities. And you got to figure, with the job loss, that means the economy is losing all of the intake on that revenue from sales, and it is actually going to put a burden on the system, because now you're going to have to pick up on unemployment and all of these stores closing. It's going to make a big impact. So yeah, there's a lot of stores closing in New Hampshire, Colorado, California, New Jersey, Texas, Illinois, Connecticut, Maryland, Tennessee, Minnesota, Florida, Arizona, Florida, Virginia, Texas. So it's all over the country. This is a big blackout. California, Arizona, Florida, Texas, Indiana, excuse me, New York, California, New York, Washington, Connecticut. See, I haven't seen any in Idaho yet. So that was Sears. Big list there. Kmart, you got a lot in Oregon, California. So Beaverton, Oregon, Ontario, California, Placerville, California, Thorndale, Pennsylvania, Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah, Waynesboro, Virginia. Wow. Nordridge, Illinois, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So, yeah, it's pretty widespread. Kansas City, Kansas, Modesto, California, Riverside, California. Yeah, this is something else. See, and they've been struggling for years. Sears and Kmart, they merged to try to, when, I believe that happened when this .com first happened, the online sales starting to gobble up the market because, yeah, they're trying to compete with Amazon and eBay and Overstock. There's quite a few of them that they're competing with, and these brick and mortar stores are tending to be shut down because of the online presence and pretty much really quick delivery right to your doorstep. And you see where Amazon, they are playing with the idea of drone delivery. UPS is playing with that drone delivery where the drone picks up the package and flies out the roof, drops it off, comes back to the truck, and the driver doesn't even have to go up to the house. So competing with these new technologies and advancements in delivery systems, you're really starting to see this impact stores that have been around for a long time. These brick and mortars, they're hanging on just by circumstance. So you're seeing a huge decline in Sears and Kmart, and I suspect it's going to be bigger than this. It's just that's how they play the business game, and they're probably reducing their inventory in liquidation, bankruptcy, Chapter 11. There's a lot of deals being made over this. You can bet on it. So, and not only with merchandise, you've got a lot of physical locations that are being, dealt with in this Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So you'll see a lot of these storefronts come up for pretty good market value if anybody's going to pick them up. And that's the thing. How old are these buildings that these these Kmart's and Sears have been in? Because they've been around for a long time. And, with the decline of the brick and mortar and the sales decline, stocking those and keeping the maintenance on them, it just doesn't make a lot of business sense for these people to stay active in their storefront operation. However, you are seeing Kmart and Sears, build their storefront online. So, excuse me. yeah, they're dropping off all of these brick and mortars, and it's hard to say what's going to happen here. I really have been scanning this list here for any Idaho. I don't see Idaho being affected by this, but pretty much all over the place. I haven't seen Utah. I haven't seen Montana. There's quite a few states that are not listed here, but yeah, you're seeing the CEO stepped down and 142 stores being closed. That's a big step on Sears and Kmart. So that's something to keep your eye on. And, with that, a lot of the sales that are made through these companies, Kmart and Sears, a lot of the goods come from those overseas shipments. So you're going to see a decline in shipments in. And did they file bankruptcy to those foreign entities that they had these mega contracts with? So, yeah, going to look deeper into that one and see how deep it's going. It's going to affect a lot of people, a lot of communities, and this is just the beginning. So hang on. We could be seeing a lot more of this type of activity happening and things going more online, because once you get your activity set up and it's running properly, there's very little overhead compared to a brick and mortar. So that's something to keep your eye on. And if you're in one of those areas, it's a good idea to get over to Sears and Kmart and check out these liquidation sales beginning immediately. And you can go over to Business Insider, and they have a complete list to see if your town is located on the list. Anyway, I hope you're having a good Monday and wrapping it up for the day. Got other things to get done. Have a good evening, and Ed and Free Circle is out.